And then you talked about when we were, planning this out, the difference of, a loan that might be at 4% or 14%, but they have, the complexity of qualifying for.
Yeah. So to kind of make this easy, where I say it's not about the interest rate. Imagine, Karen, you walk into a bank and say, I'd like to take out a loan. And they say, great, we have two loan products. One's at 4%, one's at 14%. Which one would you like?
Yeah, you're going to usually say 4%.
Right. That part's not a trick question. Okay. But to get the 4%, you're going to have to give full loan documentation, balance sheet, income statement, 2 years of tax returns, 2 to 3 months of pay stubs. For the 14%, do you have a heartbeat? Can you fog a mirror? Does that change your mind?
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you understand, you're not intimidated by the interest.
Yeah. I mean, for some people, they say, maybe, I don't know. And I'm like, well, that's kind of the right answer because you
Mhm.
still need two more pieces of information. Number one is you're going to take the loan out for a year. And number two is the loan's for $100. And so if it was at the 4% interest rate, you owe 104. But if it's at the 14% interest rate, you owe 114. At this stage in your life, Karen, do you really care about the $10?
I see.
And you're like, no, just let me fog a mirror, take 3 minutes, and let me go on my day. Like, I don't want to spend hours to give you all this documentation for $10. Even if the loan was for $1,000, that $100 difference, 1040 versus 1140, most people are just like, whatever. But if it's $100,000 loan, now all of a sudden this starts to become meaningful, because that's a $10,000 difference. And so, just from that simple example, I just want people to understand when I say it's not the interest rate that matters, it's the balance of the debt the interest rate is applied to that matters. So, if we have an open ended tool that we can manipulate the balance from 100 to 50,000 to 20,000 to 5,000, the interest rate becomes meaningless. It's still a factor, it's just not the factor we're supposed to look at. It's the banks being magicians. Look over here, look at the interest rate. When you don't understand the whole magic act is how do we lower the balance so that we're actually paying less interest?